Just under a month ago, in a public housing in Brooklyn, New York, the Pink Houses, a young man was killed named Gurley. We in National Action Network responded to his partner. He has a 2-year-old child that she will have to explain what happened to their daddy. They're trying to get all kind of disputes going. But she said, I don't care about disputes. I want justice for my baby and justice for my partner who I bared this child with. She rode down here with this baby to stand up in the nation's capital for him. Give them a hand as this family comes. Kimberly.
I thank everyone for the support. We really appreciate it. A cop was killed by a police officer for no reason, walking down the stairs on his way home. All I really need right now is justice. How do I explain to his 2-year-old that daddy's not coming home? So as we yell justice for Akai Gurley, I'm also yelling justice for Kyla Gurley as well. Thank y'all for the support.
Keep the spirit alive. Unity, education. United we stand.
United we fall.
All right. We have this young man that was, many of you saw, he pulled in a gas station in South Carolina, and for no reason, a state trooper shot him. And he said, why did you shoot me? He's here in Washington today with us, saying, hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, hands up, hands up. LeVar Jones.
Our family taught us that the race is not given to the swift nor to the strong, but to the one that endureth until the end. America, I hope you're listening. I hope you're watching. LeVar Jones took this march like everyone else, and it seemed like we were in a race to get somewhere. It seemed like we were in a race to get to the same spot. And the spot wasn't this stage? I don't believe so. We're in a race to get to justice. No justice. No justice. No justice. The officer in this case was terminated. The officer in this case was charged. The officer in this case was arrested. And we are waiting for justice. We are waiting for a grand jury indictment. And the details are yet to come.
Thank you. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and putting themselves in something bigger than themselves. On September 4th, my life changed. God showed me that there's a reason for me to be here, not just as a black man, but as a human being. All right? All y'all out here, when you leave here, don't let it end here. Okay? Can I see the hands of black men here that whenever they get pulled over by the police, they automatically get nervous? No. I know we got supporters of all kind out here. So, how many of our white or Caucasian supporters out here get nervous when they get pulled over by a police officer? Okay, right now, we know what the problem is here. We know what the problem is. We're being targeted, okay? The only way we're gonna get somewhere is if we work together and if we don't stop. As soon as you stop, it's dead, okay? As soon as you stop, it's dead, all right? I thank God every day that I'm here, okay? I believe in this movement, and I believe there is gonna be change in America, okay? In America, from coast to coast, all 50 states, even in Alaska, all right? Right now, this is our team. We gotta work together, we gotta stay in touch. Our social networks need to communicate with each other. If you meet someone out here, meet them, greet them, exchange cards. Figure out how to make this network work in your community. When it comes to South Carolina, I would like to see every face out here so we can all lift our hands when we get a conviction. All right? We're gonna keep them details out there and we're gonna stay active. I'd like to thank everybody for being here. I thank y'all for your support.
Give him a hand. 1999, young man shot 41 bullets in the Bronx, New York. His mother came and stood for him. She's still standing for him and others. The mother of Amadou Diallo, Madam Katiati Diallo.
No justice?
No peace.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
We've been there so many times. It's been 16 years. Reverend Sharpton, thank you for your leadership. You have been fighting all your life for righteousness and justice. You fought for my son. You fought for Sean Bell. You fought for Ramale Graham. You fought for Trevor Martin. You fought for Mohammed Ba. And the list goes on. Why are we here today? Let me tell you something. As a mother of Amadou Diallo, I know in 2000, when the 4 white officers were acquitted of killing my son of all charges, I thought the world was ending. We had then a conversation that we began in this country. I want to lift this one up and show the world. Amadou Diallo on the cover of the Time magazine. What do we say in then? We said cops, brutality, and race. And today, 16 years later, we are standing still and demanding the same thing. Just think about that for a moment. Think about all these young children who were taken away from us. Put a face, humanity, behind the headlines. My son's wallet looked like a gun. When Sean Bell went out to celebrate the best time of his life for his wedding, he looked suspicious. I thought 41 bullets that was shot at my son was so much. But when Sean Bell, 50 bullets. I went to the hospital to see the survivors of that brutality and violence from police guns. I went and saw them in the hospital. They have chain on the bed. They have handcuffs. And I cried. Nobody can imagine the trauma and that for me, because I was seeing this young man for no reason being gunned down and they came out of it. My son never lived through that. He didn't stand a chance. I'm here today to support the Eric Garner family, Michael Brown family, Tamir Rice family, and the young man who was killed in Brooklyn. You know, in the end, we all have to ask this same question: why our sons look suspicious? And why each time our sons being gunned down, they will stereotype and portray it. Why? Leslie's son supposed to go to college, but in the news, you see something else. Trevor Martin went out to get something to drink, but in the news is something else. Time and time again, we are going through the same history. I relive my tragedy every time, but I tell you, as long as I have bone in my body, I will not fail Amadou. I will not fail my son. I promise him that I'm going to stand for him, to speak for him, because he's no longer there to speak for himself. This sorority of sisters, we the moms, we don't want to belong to this group. We pay heavy price to be here. Many people understand. Whenever we see people in the neighborhood, they touch us and hug us. That gave us comfort. Gwen Carr, I'm sorry that Eric Garner was killed, and they told you that the officers who were responsible will not be put to trial. I am so sorry for that. Michael Brown, Leslie, I'm sorry that it has to end like this. But this is not the end, because of the sea of people who stood up, said this, we need justice. We cannot close the book. We have to carry on to justice for all, equal justice for all the victims, despite where you're coming from, whether it is Hawa Ba or Sabrina Fulton or Shambel Mam or Leslie or Gwen Carr. We are all here. And Iris Byers, I love you all. Please don't forget us. Don't forget that our sons die so that we can open up the book and review what is happening, so that we can open up conversation around the nation, so that we can start building communities, between community relations. And then finally, when that happens, when we have strong laws, when we have good cops policing our neighborhood, then we can heal, because we want to heal. We need healing, America. Thank you. God bless you.
Katia, to you.